What's going on, everybody? I want to know down in the comments, what is your favorite special illustration rare or alt art from the Scarlet and Violet era? Please let me know, because in today's video we're going to be going over the top 10, my top 10 Scarlet and Violet alternate art special illustration rares. So you'll find out mine at the end of the video. And it's just going to be my opinion on some arts that I like, maybe some Pokemon. And it'll only be the Pokemon, so it's not going to be trainers. So you see up in here like Carmine, Iono, Perrin. We're not going to be including them. It's just the Pokemon, like the Greninja, the Mew, so. So starting off with number 10, this is a top 10, once again, my opinion. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below. Genuinely, thank you to everybody that comments. I love reading them, I love responding to them, and I just love knowing your opinion. So please let me know what you have to say on this top 10. Starting off with Quaquaval EX from Paldea Evolved, sitting at $7.29 a card. I've pulled this card twice out of Paldea Evolved. I've pulled literally like one or two other special illustration rares from the Scarlet and Violet era, and for whatever reason I pulled two Quaquaval EXs from Paldea Evolved. And a part of it is just because I pulled them myself and I know it looks like a really cool card in person, but he's sitting there, he's combing his hair, he's like, you know, his chest popped a little bit, he's got some swagger on him, like bro is feeling himself for his day, getting ready. I love it. I just think it's a super goofy, super awesome card. And yeah, moving on to number 9, I have the Raging Bolt EX from Temporal Forces, sitting at $81 a card. So this is kind of expensive, but I was also lucky enough to pull this in Japanese from Wild Force, I believe, and it is just so beautiful to me. Like, I get why a lot of people don't like the Paradox Pokemon. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I kind of like the idea that it's a giraffe. It's just kind of like cool looking, and I'm a huge fan of the thunder in the background. There's a storm going on, all of like the ancient like fossilized plants. Like, it's just super neat, and it's like like he's sitting in the center, like he's the focus, the action of the shot. Beautiful. Moving on to number 8, we have Blood Moon Ursaluna EX, sitting at $49 for a copy of the card. Once again, pretty expensive, but Blood Moon Ursaluna, I love. It was introduced in Legends Arceus, and I ended up finding a shiny Teddiursa in one of my playthroughs, or I guess my only playthrough, and evolved it into a Blood Moon Ursaluna, and I just loved it, you know, since then. Hold on, I lied. Blood Moon Ursaluna is from the newer games. Regular Ursaluna is from Legends Arceus. So once again, I just like Ursaluna. Evolves from Ursaring. Kind of getting confused. Blood Moon Ursaluna, though, is super cool. Once again, from the newer games, the Scarlet and Violet era. But regular Ursaluna has a special place in my heart. This card, he's eating the honey. Bro's getting into it. Got the Munchlax and Teddiursa around him. It's just such a special card. Beautiful. Moving on to Skeledirge EX, and this is my chase card from Paldea Evolved, the entire set. And on opening day, I was lucky enough to pull this card. This is one of like the 4 special illustration rares I pulled from the Scarlet and Violet era. Love this card. Out with his trainer, shopping, and it's just such a cool shot. You got a car in the background there, the storefront on the other side, and for $14 a card, that's like 4 booster packs of Paldea Evolved. You could get this card, and it's just incredible. Like, I just think the art does it so well. It just makes that Skeledirge pop. He's just carrying bags of groceries. It's so cool. Moving on to Miraidon EX from Scarlet and Violet base set at $19. And this is just such like a powerful and like literally electric card. Like, this card is electric. It shows like the nightlife, bustling. It's like, you know, a little bit of electricity there with the Miraidon in shot. Got like the night lamp. So it shows like a little bit of electricity, the lights on in the buildings, dark sky. It just accents this card really, really well, in my opinion. And I don't know what else to say other than like this card pops. You got like the dash bun looking at it. It's just such a neat card in like the city. So yeah. Moving on, we got Iron Valiant EX, and normally I'm not a fan of the future Pokemon. I do prefer the past ones more, but this one is just so cool. You got like all of the future Pokemon there. You got Iron Valiant, Iron Thorns, whatever Delibird's one is, I forget. And what's cool is that you just got like the sunset in the background. It's just incredible. The reason why I like this card is because it features a few of those. You got the Volcarona, so I think that's like Iron Moth or something. And it features the sunset in the back. It's a beautiful scenery card, and it makes me like these future Pokemon a bit more than I previously did. Sitting at $34, it's still an expensive copy for the card. This guy's out of Paradox Rift, but just a stunning scene, honestly, stunning. Moving on to Greninja EX. It's hard to not put this guy in a top 10 list for literally, like, you just look at it, it's just so cool. In all honesty, I'm excited to see whether or not like this new promo for Shrouded Fable coming out, I'll like it more. I just want to see it in person just to see if it pops a little bit more, because I love that one. And this card from Twilight Masquerade, the set, it's just phenomenal. Sitting at $240, it is the most expensive card in Scarlet and Violet in general. And it's a popular Pokemon, it's Greninja, but like I just love the Shuriken blades coming at you. It's wearing that hat, the terrestrialized hat that a lot of people don't like, but he wears it so well. I don't really mind it, but in this case, like he's wearing it. Bro is wearing that hat correctly. And just a splash of colors and a splash of Shurikens. It's just incredible. There's just a lot that pops about this card. Moving on to the Bubble Mew EX, the shiny Mew from Paldean Fates. This card just makes me smile because I remember seeing this leak and being so excited that they're doing like shiny alternate arts, and it just makes me so happy. It's $90. I haven't pulled it yet, and I don't think I can afford it at $90 a card, but like it's just so cool. It's a derpy Mew. He's sitting there like his eyes closed, happy. Got Diglett, Oddish, Poliwhirl, or Poliwag, maybe, Rattata, like Bellsprout, all these little derpy mons in the back on a hill with a pond, and Mew just has a beautiful shiny, beautiful card. Moving on to Venusaur EX, sitting at $44, and unfortunately on TCG Player and what I'm showing you on this video now, it just doesn't do it justice in my opinion. Like, I think this card pops a lot more in person. Unfortunately, I don't have it. I haven't pulled it yet. Once again, pretty expensive card at $44. It's just phenomenal. The leaves around it, the pop of colors with the flowers in it, it's just incredible. I normally am not really one for like the Gen 1 hype and how, you know, all these Pokemon keep getting good cards, like specifically like Charizard, and like there's 80,000 alternate arts, and yet my favorite Pokemon, Staraptor, has like 8 cards in the TCG. So I love seeing like other Pokemon get love, but this is doing a fan favorite correctly. This is beautiful. It pops, so much color, and I personally love it. This is also number 2 in the list, so for our last one, it's an interesting take, but it is the Tapu Koko EX from Paradox Rift, and I love it. This is my favorite card, I think, in all of Scarlet and Violet. Now that I'm seeing it, I don't know if there's one that's better. This is a $17 card, $17, $18 card. I haven't pulled it out of Raging Surf, and I tried to a few months ago. Haven't pulled it out of Paradox Rift. So whenever I see a near mint copy, I will probably be biting the bullet and getting one. Over the past 3 months, it went from like a $12 card to like a $17 card. So probably not the best time to buy, but for my own personal collection, like this card is art. Like I love the fact that there's a sunset in the back. I love the fact that it's Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko, like it's nostalgic for me. Pokemon Sun and Moon were some of my favorite games. I should say Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were some of my favorite games. The first ones were all right, but it's still really nostalgic. And I think this card paints a beautiful scenery of like, kind of like an Alolan vibe to it. The sunset, the water, the beach, the palm trees, and such an interesting artwork style that's a lot different than some of the ones that we've seen. Phenomenal. But yeah, that's going to do it. I want to know what you have to say in the comment section. Genuinely, everybody that comments, I try to respond to every single one of y'all. I appreciate you taking the time to watch it. Like if you like, subscribe if you want, notifications, that's cool too. But that's going to do it. Hope you have a good day.